and Edward and Alfred. Welcome to the show. It's Edward and Alfred. They'll keep you in the know.
You know, if you've been watching the show over the last few weeks, we have been covering the story of 3I Atlas. And it's been kind of a interesting sojourn here because we covered it. There have been some scientists, you know, at NASA who said, well, it is a comet. That's all it is. But it's in a lot of anomalies associated with it. And then there are other scientists, Avi Loeb from Harvard, let's say, would be the number one in my mind, who has had a contrarian view as to really what it is. I remember when it first got noticed out there in space, interstellar vehicle or interstellar comet or whatever it is, Avi Loeb said right up front, he said, this looks like it could be something other than a natural phenomenon. Well, everybody's eyebrows raised then, right? And he's all along stuck with that as a possibility. Not that he's saying that's what it is. I think what he is saying and what he's explained is that just because it has a lot of anomalies that are unlike anything we've seen before. It's only the third time we've ever had an interstellar visitor. That's why it's 3I Atlas, 3 interstellar Atlas. It's called Atlas because it was very, very big. The other two had attributes which were similar to comets, but this one has attributes which are not similar to comets, things they've never seen before. And so he said, why is the scientific community looking at this and saying, you know, without any hesitation that it's a comet when it looks like it might not be a comet, and we should have a protocol in place as to what it is if it's not a comet. We should be discussing that. Maybe it's a slim chance that it's not a comet, but if there's even a slim chance, shouldn't we be talking about it? Shouldn't we be discussing what do we do if it's not a comet? Anyway, he's brought that up, and I think it's a smart way to look at it, because we should have some type of we shouldn't just automatically default to comet if there's some things about it that may not look to be a comet. Okay, anyway, now if you've been following this thing through these last months, right now the latest news on 3I Atlas is, and there's a lot of contradictory information out there. You kind of have to be careful as to what you're looking at, because, you know, it's pretty wild out there on the internet. But the closest path to Earth when we'll be able to see it the best will be on the 19th of this month of December. And the question is, when we are able to photograph it using the space telescope and such as that, what will we be able to see then that we can't see now? They're seeing a lot of things. There's been a lot of speculation. Some of the radar imagery has come back via the telescopes that say that this is a metallic object. They say that it's got unusual jets propulsing it that look to put it in a coordinated path of flight instead of just a chaotic tumbling of a rock through space. Lots of different things which look unlike a comet.
And Edward and Alfred, welcome to the show. It's Edward and Alfred. They'll keep you in the know.